All right, so with science today, we're talking about animals. So let's read a National Geographic book called Plants and Animals by Rose Padilla. Okay. Plants and animals on Earth. Plants and animals are everywhere, in most places on Earth. If there are plants growing, animals live nearby. Plants and animals change as they grow. How are plants alike and different? Many different kinds of plants grow on Earth. Some are green and leafy, others have no leaves. Plants come in many shapes and sizes too, and all plants have parts that help them stay alive. Parts of a plant. A huge tree and short grass can seem very different. Yet they are alike in many ways. Both are plants. Both have plant parts. Many plants have roots, one or more stems, one leaf or many, and sometimes flowers. What plant parts do? Many plants have roots. Roots hold a plant in place. They also take in water and nutrients from soil. A plant's stem carries water and nutrients from the roots to other parts of the plant. A stem also carries food from the leaf to the roots. Plants must have food to stay alive. Plant leaves take in light and air. Plants can make their own food when light and air mix with water and nutrients. Many plants have flowers. Flowers make a powder called pollen. When an insect lands on a flower, pollen sticks to it. The insect carries the pollen to another flower, and that flower can make seeds. How are animals alike and different? Yesterday we focused on plants. Today we will focus on animals. Many different kinds of animals live on Earth. Some are large and others are much smaller. All animals have certain traits or features. Animals get some of their traits from their parents. Animal traits. A backbone is one very important trait that some animals have. Animals with a backbone are part of the same group. A crocodile has a backbone. Some animals do not have backbones. Many of the animals without backbones are insects. A butterfly is an insect. It does not have a backbone. Different groups of animals share traits. Fish, reptiles, amphibians, birds, and mammals all have backbones within a group of the same kind of animal. Such as birds, there are some traits that the animals share. There are other traits that do not share. For example, all birds have wings, but not all birds can fly. Traits and staying alive. Many animals look different, but they have similar traits. Traits can be ways of acting or body parts. Animals in the photo have body parts that help them eat, drink, and move. Young and adult animals. Many young animals have the same shape and color as their parents. A kitten is a cat's offspring or baby. A kitten's body parts are the same shape as the parent's body parts. A puppy is a dog's offspring. Puppies get traits from their parents. A puppy might have the same color fur as its parents, but the pattern of color on the puppy's fur will not exactly match its parents. Animals look different at different times of the year. Some animals grow thick fur as the weather gets colder. Some animals have fur that changes color. Many animals change the way they act during different seasons. Squirrels and chipmunks collect food in the fall to eat during the winter. Some bats and frogs sleep through most of the winter. How do plants and animals change? All living things grow and change. Plants and animals are living things. They have life cycles. Many plant life cycles begin when a seed begins to grow. Animal life cycles begin when a young animal hatches from an egg or is born. A plant life cycle. Many plants begin their life cycles as seeds. When the seeds begins to grow, a young plant forms. The young plant might grow to look like its parents, or it might look a little different. So, seeds, small sprout, young plant, and then full flowers. Animal life cycles. A honeybee is an insect. Each spring, a female honeybee called a queen, lays eggs. A queen can lay more than 1,000 eggs. Okay, so the queen lays the egg, then it hatches into larvae, then pupa, and then adults. Almost like a butterfly. A chicken's life cycle begins as an egg. Chickens are a type of bird. Chicks are young chickens that get some traits from their parents. Some traits chickens share are beaks, claws, and feathers. So they start as an egg, then they become the chick, then a young bird, and then a full adult chicken. A dog's life cycle. Mammals, like all mammals, animals have life cycles. They grow and change. A dog is a mammal. A puppy will become a dog. So it's born a puppy. Then it's a young dog. Then it's a full dog. They grow so fast. Plants and animals around you. There are many different kinds of plants. All plants have parts that help them stay alive. Plants get many traits from their parents. There are many different kinds of animals. All animals have parts that help them stay alive. Animals get many traits from their parents. Plants and animals grow and change in many ways during their life cycles. So now let's head over to the science table and talk about our animals for the day. All right, now that we're done reading our book, we talked about plants yesterday, and today we're all about animals and their basic needs. Just like plants needed sun, water, and soil, how about animals? How about us? We all need sunlight and we all need water, right? Sunlight helps warm the ground for those that live underground, so they may not go right in the sun, but it's still important. Basic needs. Does everybody remember what those are? Those are the air we breathe, the food we eat, shelter, basic needs. How do we use our environment to meet those needs? Different animals use the environment in different ways, and some animals use it in the same way. Both grass is eaten by both cows and sheep, so they both consume the same food. Now, maybe a bird may not eat the grass, but it would eat the worm in the grass. So there's a lot of different places that will give us food we need in our environment, maybe not in the same way, but we still get our food from the environment around us. Same thing with shelter. We may shelter in different places, but we still can get the same shelter in an environment. Maybe somebody tunnels under a tree while a bird lives in a nest in a tree, okay? So think about the different animals. You have lizards, ants and beetles, big animals such as elephants, even a giraffe, tiger, all sorts of animals, tree frogs, snakes, everywhere. So what you're gonna do is grab your journals and you're gonna turn to the page that says all about animals. Don't forget to put your name and the date. And if you've forgotten the date, today is Wednesday. So you're gonna write 5, does anybody remember the date? That's right, 6/20/20, because it's Wednesday. And you're gonna make sure you put that on there, okay? So then I know you completed it and you get credit for it. All right, so I want you to think about different animals. They could be spiders, bears, snakes, fish, whales, elephants, zebras, tigers, anything you want. I want you to pick your two favorite animals, and I want you to draw a picture of both of those animals. And then save yourself some space. I want you to write on the bottom. So you'll draw up here, and then on the bottom, how are they alike and how are they different, right? So maybe they both live in a cave, but they both eat different things. So how are they alike and how are they different? Two of your favorite animals, okay? Not fictional animals. I don't want to see unicorns and things like that. If you want to draw a horse, you can draw a horse, but I want to see real animals, and I want you to talk about how they're alike and different. Think about their basic needs, what they need to survive, if they're the same or if they're different, okay? And you're going to write that out. All right, have fun with this, guys. Try to find some books, if you can, at home regarding your different animals. That might help give you ideas of what you want to draw and what you want to talk about. Or go online to find out how they live, what their basic needs are, and compare them, see if they're the same. All right? Have fun with it, guys. I will see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and the notification button. Have a great day.